Hello and welcome to ARCN TV, Nigeria's first agricultural television. I am Hilda Homsem Frantuan. The quest to agricultural mechanization prompted the need to have the first research to commercialization R2C forum in collaboration with the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria ARCN and the connection of stakeholders in agricultural mechanization CONESAM had both physical and virtual attendees around the NARIS FCS under the purview of ARCN and of course partners within agricultural worlds with the aim of promoting, coordinating and to draft out professional guidelines for collaboration and development among the research institutes, colleges and the agricultural system through mechanization. In the welcome remark, the Executive Secretary, Dr. Adamu Abubakar, applauded the initiative of the organizers in institutionalizing cross-stakeholders collaboration, improve the quality and relevance of research, and fast-track the commercialization of locally developed mechanization, which is one of the challenges faced by our farmers.
The Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria was established to coordinate, manage, and regulate agricultural research nationwide. Our role extends beyond investigation, beyond research alone. We are committed to ensure that the fruit of scientific investigation translates into a practical solution that empower farmers, agribusiness, catalyst economic growth, and contribute to sustainable development. This forum underscored that commitments by institutionalizing mechanism for co-creation, alignment, and showcasing of agricultural mechanization technology elements that are essential to bridging the present gap between research output and market ready innovation. In collaboration with our partners, the connection of stakeholders in agricultural mechanization, CONESAM, an initiative of the Research and Innovation System for Africa, RISA, supported by the United Kingdom, Foreign Commonwealth and Development Offices, FIDO, we are undertaking a bold agenda. This agenda seeks to foster synergy and build a connected ecosystem that will propel research to commercialization, R2C, process to new heights. The forum you are participating in today is an important foundation step in this process. Agricultural mechanization is a critical enabler for Nigerian agricultural value change. Despite significant research, investigation, and technological breakthrough by our research institutions and local fabricators, commercialization, and widespread adoption have been hindered by fragmentation in the research to market pathway. This agricultural mechanization R2C forum is designed to address the challenges by serving as a national platform to coordinate efforts and foster effective partnership. Through this forum, we will collectively develop and adopt operational guidelines to ensure clear rules, responsibility, and collaboration, protocols among researchers, fabricators, and processors, so that we should be able to achieve what we hope to achieve. This will not only streamline the innovation life cycle, but also promote scalability. Local content optimization, end user relevancy of agriculture mechanization and technology. Another key feature of this partnership with RISA and CONESA is the development of 2R content, an interactive digital platform that will facilitate continuous creation and alignment among agricultural research institutions across Nigeria. These tools will enable seamless knowledge exchange, project coordination, and resource mobilization, helping to overcome barriers that are traditionally slow down technology delivery. Our strategic objectives are clear: to institutionalize cross-stakeholders collaboration, improve the quality and relevance of research, and fast-track the commercialization of locally developed mechanization solutions. Through coordinated efforts, we aim to increase technology, uptake, and contribute substantially to Nigeria's agenda for economic devastation and food security, in line with Mr. President's Renew Hope agenda. Another area of our partnership is NAMIS. And NAMIS means the National Agricultural Mechanization Innovation Summit. It's a flagship event that brings together key stakeholders from government, private, and research institutions. And farmers' organization to promote innovation and collaboration in agricultural mechanization across Nigeria. NAMIs, as we are saying, serve as a vital platform for showcasing new technology, sharing best practices, and fostering partnerships that accelerate the adoption of mechanized solutions aimed at promoting productivity, reducing labor intensity, and enhancing food security through this inclusive and multi-sectoral approach. NAMIs help to drive sustainable agricultural transformation by linking innovation, policymaker, and end user to collectively address the challenges of mechanizing agriculture in Nigeria. As we move forward, ARSN, together with members of the forum, we also play a vital role in facilitating the next NAMIS event scheduled for November 25.
He admonished participants to share insights openly and build lasting partnership that will endure beyond the event.
This is not a forum, it is a call to action. Each participant here hold a piece of the solution to our agricultural challenges. I encourage everyone to engage actively, share insights openly, and build lasting partnership that will endure beyond this event. On behalf of the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, I sincerely thank all of you, our government partners, research leaders, private sector innovators, and international collaborators for your continued commitment and support. Today, we can unlock the vast potential of Nigerian agricultural sector, improve livestock, and set a benchmark for agricultural research commercialization across Nigeria. Africa and beyond. Finally, I wish to express our profound gratitude to RESA, CONESAN, and the UK FIDO for their invaluable partnership. Their contribution has been instrumental in making the forum and the broader agricultural mechanization I2C initiative possible. Ladies and gentlemen, let us embrace the opportunity with enthusiasm and determination. The future of agricultural mechanization in Nigeria is bright, and we're going to shape it.
This was highlighted by Chisom Odemizua, the Technology and Innovation Advisor West Africa, and the National Team Leader, Dr. Tesi Iyolaku.
Agricultural mechanization is a strategic priority. It's central to improving productivity, reducing post-harvest losses, and creating dignified livelihoods across Nigeria's agricultural value chain. But to realize its potential, we must bridge the persistent gap between research and commercialization. And that is what I understand this forum is precisely set out to do. The launch of this forum, the development of these operational guidelines through the work that Adam Smith International and the team have so excellently done, and the activation of platforms like this are foundational but fundamental steps that take us on the pathway to a more coordinated. It's not happening in isolation. It aligns with the UK's broader economic and development agenda in Nigeria, specifically under the Enhanced Trade and Investment Partnership. The UK and Nigeria have committed to deepening collaborations in sectors that drive sustainable growth and create jobs. And in addition to that, we're also working together to generate investment and jobs in sustainable manufacturing, in agriculture, in energy, while supporting Nigeria's access to climate finance and clean technologies. So there's a lot of interoperability within all of this. On the policy angle, one of the things that we are supporting is the establishment and operationalization of the National Research Fund, and I'm sure you will agree with me that that would also help in delivering the work that you're setting out to do through this forum. And just on our industrial strategy, just yesterday, the UK launched its industrial strategy. It's publicly available. But these really reinforce our commitments. We're continuing to prioritize innovation, sustainability, sectoral transformation, including on agri-tech and climate-smart agriculture. So we're in the right place, in the right room, and at the right time. Through programs like RISA, Sankore, our agri program, PropCom Plus, we're helping to build the enabling environment for these priorities to take root by supporting inclusive partnerships, digital platforms, and evidence-based policy making. We hope that this platform will catalyze stronger institutional collaboration across the research to commercialization pipeline, create greater visibility and uptake of locally developed mechanization technologies, and increase a shared commitment to inclusive innovation and sustainable development. Let me close by reaffirming the UK's commitment to this agenda. We're here as partners, committed to working alongside Nigeria to build a future that is resilient, prosperous, and inclusive.
We started having this conversation about the UK government's support for strengthening research and innovation ecosystems across Africa. And it's across 6 countries, Nigeria inclusive, in West Africa, Nigeria, and Ghana. However, the intervention areas had to align with the peculiarities and the priorities of each country. So when we had these initial conversations with stakeholders, some of you present here in Nigeria, we asked the question, which sector? And everybody says agri ticks all the boxes at every level. And we now said, oh well, agriculture is broad, what should we be doing in agriculture? And everybody said agricultural mechanization. So we zeroed into agricultural mechanization and asked ourselves, what are the challenges within agricultural mechanization? Who are the stakeholders? What kinds of interventions will be of value? We co-created this process and came to the conclusion that if we create a very strong linkage between the knowledge and expertise residing in research institutions on the one hand, and link it to local industry of fabricators and processors, that this will be of great value to Nigeria. It is a new pathway set out for commercialization outside the convention that we know. So we said that we can actually enable our local industry of performers within the agricultural value chains with the technology and the knowledge necessary to make that impactful difference in their business, create economic activities that will contribute to economic development. And so we titled the project, Linking Research Institutions to Local Industry of Fabricators and Processors. And we tested a couple of concepts that were put on the table. And one of such is open technology and knowledge sharing. We know that research institutions are funded by the federal government to conduct research and development activities and also cascade them. So research institutions have become our veritable partner in this endeavor. Someone will be wondering, why not universities directly? So universities, a whole lot is also happening across universities, but given the scope and the timelines of the project, we decided that we will go with research institutions. And we set out and said, let's test the concept of participatory technology development and see if it works, if it helps in this direction. So we set out parameters so that research institutions, fabricators, processors, farmers will sit on the same table and brew solutions to challenges. So we created a kind of incubator, accelerator kind of model where end users came and pitched challenges. And jointly, these stakeholders were able to proffer solutions.
The keynote speaker, Director Mechanization from the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Engineer Sule Ovadimo, stressed that mechanization is not merely about tractors and harvesters. It's about efficiency, productivity, and sustainability. They need to bridge the gap through limited access to affordable machinery for smallholders farmers. Fragmented policies and weak coordination among stakeholders, among so many other solutions, was his take home.
The theme, Unlocking the Power of Collaboration, Building a Unified Ecosystem for Agricultural Mechanization in Nigeria, underscores the collective efforts required for revolutionizing our agricultural sector. Agriculture remains the bedrock of Nigeria's economy, employing millions and contributing significantly to our GDP. However, to meet the demand of a growing population, achieve food security, and enhance global competitiveness, we must transition from subsistence farming to modern technology-driven agriculture. This transformation hinges on robust agricultural mechanization. Mechanization is not just merely about tractors and harvesters. It is about efficiency, productivity, sustainability, and study shows that mechanized farming can increase productivity by over 50%, reduce post-harvest losses, and alleviate the drudgery faced by our teeming farmers, especially our women and youth. Yet, Nigeria's mechanization rate remains below 0.3 horsepower per hectare, which is far below the FAO recommendation. To bridge this gap, we must address key challenges. We know quite well that we have limited access to finance by our farmers in accessing mechanization. This is an area all of us have to work out, to bridge that gap. Then we have policies that are not only weak, but they are fragmented. Then we have inadequate investment in mechanization infrastructure and low technical capacity, especially for maintenance and innovation. Why do we have to collaborate? Collaboration is not just an ideal, it is a practical necessity. The agricultural mechanization ecosystem in Nigeria is complex and interdependent. Research institutions generate innovations and improve mechanized solutions. The private sector enterprises have the capacity to commercialize and distribute technologies. The government agencies formulate policies and provide enabling environments, while farmers and end users bring the crucial insight into the field, ensuring that solutions are relevant and scalable. Presently, all these actors operate separately, and when everyone operates in silos, we see duplication of efforts, gaps in knowledge transfer, and missed opportunities for scaling innovations that could transform agricultural productivity. Conversely, when collaboration flourishes, it fosters an enabling environment for cooperation, knowledge sharing, resource pooling, and collective problem solving. To build a unified agricultural mechanization ecosystem, we must prioritize the following strategic pillars. We should have an integrated stakeholders engagement, which is what we are having right now, which I really have to commend the organizers for this. When we establish platform for continued dialogue and partnership, which is very essential like this, and platforms such as the connection of stakeholders and agricultural mechanization, CONEXAM, serve as crucial hubs where ideas converge, partnership form, and action plans are forged. These spaces empower stakeholders to share challenges, sources, and insights, enabling more coordinated and responsive interventions. Let us all support this ecosystem. We have to strengthen research to commercialization linkage.
The event had lines of programs where participants were engaged via side chat on the highlights of activities among the ARCN institutes and ways of fostering collaboration. Thereafter, the preliminary review of the guidelines and presentation of the harmonized working tool was unofficially inaugurated and presented by Professor Belluzaki Abubakar.
Inaugurate the Agricultural Mechanization Research to Commercialization Forum. We thank you most sincerely for your proactive participation in this first R2C forum. We look forward to receiving you in the subsequent forum the same time next year.
Mr. Sam Abbas, National Advisor, RICA, and participants acknowledge the opportunity to interact, and it's a call for all, and they look forward to more of such forums.
On this particular project, RISA KCC, Adam Smith is a grantee of the RISA Fund. We are basically implementing, one of the implementing partners for the RISA project in Nigeria. RISA stands for Research and Innovation Systems for Africa, currently being implemented in about 6 countries, counting, across Africa. In Nigeria, we, the implementing partners, Adam Smith International is implementing a component focused on knowledge exchange and cascaded commercialization. As part of our implementations, we are having a partnership with ARCN to, you know, bring together key stakeholders, especially research institutions and colleges under the ARCN umbrella, to drive co-creation, alignment of research to commercialization approaches. This event we've had today, which is the agricultural mechanization the first agricultural mechanization research commercialization forum, is one of such first steps. We have several other collaborative approaches that will culminate into supporting the alignment of research commercialization within research institutions, both under the ARCN purview and even beyond. And that is why we've taken our time to invite other research institutions to be a part of this forum.
That is from the first Agricultural Mechanization Research to Commercialization Forum held in Abuja recently. Thank you for viewing. Urge you to watch more of our programs. I am Hilda Hamsem Fatwam. Let's all contribute to kick hunger off Nigeria. Cheers.